Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Austen and I am a fashion and beauty content creator based in New York City. I'm excited to be back after a little break from the holidays, and the top of a new year is really a great time to evaluate what you want to do in the next 12 months. And I think for a lot of people that's going to involve either starting a blog for the first time. Yes, blogging is not dead in 2021, I can promise you that. Or looking at a blog that you've had for a while, but that doesn't really have a lot of attention or traffic or readers, and thinking about how you can grow it. And that's why I wanted to sit down and film this video today. So today we're going to go over 6 ways that you can grow your blog completely for free. And when I say for free, I just want to clarify that I mean it won't cost you a dime, but it will cost you your time. Starting off on a cringe rhyme, great, good for me. And if you're new around here, if you are a content creator looking for ways to scale and grow your influence or your blog, that's what my channel is all about. So be sure to subscribe for new videos every Sunday about all things content creation and blogging. I'd like to kick things off kind of with a focus on SEO, or search engine optimization. So my first 2 things on this list have to do with SEO, and the first one is keyword research. Google is the #1 search engine in the world, and there are lots of factors that Google considers when figuring out, who gets placed on the first page of Google, and more importantly, who gets placed at the top. To start to rank with Google, you're going to want to do keyword research for your blog. Now, ideally, your blog is focused on kind of one main theme with 1 or 2 supporting themes so that you can become an expert or an authority in one particular topic. My blog, for example, is all about fashion and beauty, but really with a lens on fashion and beauty careers in the industry, as well as fashion and beauty influencing and blogging. My blog speaks to a really specific type of person who is looking for things online like brands that work with small influencers, or how to pitch yourself. And I've created those articles by doing keyword research, factoring in what my audience might be searching for on Google, and not just factoring in any old keyword. Just because my audience may be searching for tips for micro-influencers doesn't mean that my blog is going to pop up first. I need to also consider the size of my blog in addition to the keyword search volume each month. So if you're a newer blog starting out, I would recommend targeting keywords from between 100 to 10,000 monthly searches. One tool that I would recommend for keyword research is Keywords Everywhere. It is not free, but if you pay $10, you get 100,000 search credits, and that will last you for a really long time. So think about content themes that you can write a lot of related topic posts on, because that will create a web of posts that will decrease your bounce rate, as in how quickly someone logs on and then logs off of your site. And it will also create that web of content to increase retention of your readers. So once they come on and read one article, you could then recommend a similar one and really keep them coming back for more. The more people who are looking for keywords that you happen to be writing about, and people who are retaining on your site, the more Google will reward you in their search algorithm. If you're brand new to SEO and are like, hold on, I just want like a little quick beginner's guide, I actually have a free SEO tip sheet that you can download. Just head to austentosone.com/subscribe to find that. And I'll also put a link to it below in the description box. Now, we just talked through keyword research and why that's so important. And another factor of SEO that you may not be thinking as much about, but that you should definitely pay attention to, is building your backlinks. Another thing that Google considers when ranking posts in search is this a trusted source? Is this a source that lots of people are referring back to or linking back to? And that can really help increase your authority in the search engine. So there's a couple of different strategies you can use to get backlinks. I'll start with the one I completely detest, which is guest posting. So you can find similar blogs in your niche and reach out and offer to write a guest post. The reason I don't like this is because it is a lot of time that you have to spend to even just find the blogs in the first place. And then once you find them, most of them have hyper-specific guidelines where you have to really zone in and basically write them a full article, send it to them, and just hope that they'll agree to share it to your site. And sometimes they give you a no follow link, and you want a do follow link, which means that someone will actually be able to click through and track back to your site. So you can certainly try guest posting if it's popular in your niche. I would say for my niches of fashion and beauty, it's really not that popular, but a niche like mom blogging or finance or I don't know, home and garden might be somewhere better to look than the one that I'm in. One way that you can get backlinks is to get quoted in an article, and to become a source for an article, I would recommend signing up for something called HARO. It stands for Help a Reporter Out. And oftentimes there are reporters who are looking for sources to comment on different things in different industries. So you can actually sign up to receive the newsletter and submit yourself as a source. And oftentimes they will ask for, your name, a headshot, a little bio, and a link back to your website. So if you can get a link back from a big publication, that is a really great way to start to build your backlinks and increase your authority through that. And in addition to HARO, if there's a publication you feel like you would be an awesome resource to or a contributor to, you should totally reach out to them and pitch yourself. And I actually have a whole blog post about how fashion and beauty content creators specifically can do this, so I will leave a link to that down below if you want to learn more. So those are my 2 SEO suggestions out of the way. And on the other side of SEO, another huge factor to a lot of people's blog traffic is Pinterest. Pinterest is also a search engine, so it is just like Google, it is just like YouTube, where people are looking for things. And most often on Pinterest, they're looking for inspiration. If SEO is a little too technical for you and you feel really strongly about your graphic design skills or your visual storytelling skills, you'll definitely love Pinterest, and there is so much that Pinterest can do for your blog. It can be a little tempting with Pinterest to focus on vanity metrics, and that is the monthly viewers that you see on Pinterest, but what is really the most valuable if you are a blogger or content creator is going to be link clicks. When you create a pin, whether it's a regular pin or a video pin, you are able to add a link back to a blogger website. So this is a great way to market your content on Pinterest for people who are likely searching for things that you are writing about on your blog. The one type of pin you currently can't link to is story pins, so just keep that in mind. Pinterest is currently the #1 social media platform that drives traffic to my blog, more so than YouTube, more so than Instagram, more so than TikTok or any other place. So it is my most valuable social media platform, but I will say that it does not drive nearly as much traffic as my organic search does, and that's because I've been able to implement SEO practices like the ones I talked about earlier in this video to really help boost my blog in Google search. Number 4 is to attend free online webinars or take free online courses. And I know that there are a lot of paid online courses out there, and some of them are fantastic. I've actually taken one for SEO and one for YouTube, and I found both to be pretty valuable for me. But I will just say that if you are a beginner starting out, there's no pressure to spend money at this time. There's a lot that you can do and learn for free, and I promise that it's out there and that you'll still get value from it. So many online course instructors will do something like host a free webinar or have a free, 5-day mini-series video training that gets sent to you in your inbox. And at the end of those trainings, they will likely try to sell you on their program, which at that point, it really is up to you if you want to buy it or not. Again, as a beginner, I really don't think there's a need to invest money yet, but you can really get a lot of value from those webinars and free trainings. And then as far as free online courses, I haven't taken any myself, but I found a blog post that outlines a couple of options, so I will leave a link to that down below in case you're looking for any free courses to take if you're starting to grow your blog. Number 5 is to join blogger Facebook groups. I swear, if it weren't for Facebook groups, I think I would have probably deleted my account by now, but I really do just get so much value from being in these Facebook groups that are dedicated to bloggers, because you're able to share and trade insights, information, and sometimes even brand contacts, which is great. So go into these Facebook groups and use them as an opportunity to network and ask thoughtful questions that will not only benefit you, but that someone else in the group might be wondering as well. I know I mentioned I'm not super fond of the guest posting route as far as link building goes, but I think that Facebook groups are a good place to kind of keep an eye out for any guest post opportunities, because especially if you join a group in your niche, you never know when there might be someone who says, I'm planning a 1-month break from blogging, but I would love to open up my platform to some guest bloggers in the meantime. And those are typically a little more informal and have fewer requirements than if you did your research and happened to find a bunch of blogs that regularly request guest posts and have, again, those super strict guidelines. A couple of my favorite groups for bloggers and content creators are the Micro Influencer Network run by my friend Kaylee, the Blogging Unscripted group run by Danielle Gervino. I love the Reward Style Facebook group, so if you are part of the Reward Style affiliate network, you could join that group to kind of get some more insights. Same thing with Influence Her Collective. You do have to be a member of the collective, but the Facebook group provides a lot of value as well. And I also love Boss Girl bloggers. And the last thing I want to talk about in terms of growing your blog for free is optimizing your Instagram link in bio. And I want you to especially pay attention to this if you do not yet have 10K followers and do not yet have swipe up access, because the link in bio is a huge opportunity to get people over to your blog or website. And I want to talk about one thing in particular, which is having multiple links in your link in bio. So you may have heard of platforms like Linktree, which allow you to basically create a link in bio and then it'll open to a web page with a bunch of different buttons on it. So that kind of enables you to cheat around Instagram's one link only rule and add a bunch of different links to that platform. The only reason I would advise against using something like Linktree is just because if their service is down and your link in bio is down, then you're kind of closed off from your audience. I'll show you guys what I ended up doing, and if you want the experience of what that looks like on mobile, just head over to my Instagram and click my link in bio to see more. But what I ended up doing was basically taking that concept and just building it on my own website. So that way I know I'm in control of it, and if my website is down for some reason, I can probably solve it a lot faster, and I'm not relying on some third party for this. Not to mention, it drives more traffic to your blog, which is great. So the URL I created is austentosone.com/createbetter, and on my Instagram, I have a little call to action in my description box of my bio. My call to action says, let's get you paid to create. So if you are a fashion and beauty content creator and you stumble upon my page and you see that, I hope that that would entice you to click through and learn more. And basically, you'll see on this page that there's just a ton of free resources. So there's the SEO tip sheet that I mentioned you guys can grab at the beginning of this video. I have a link to subscribe to my YouTube channel, a link to my free weekly career newsletter. I have a link to a blog post where I identified fashion and beauty PR contacts, so people can kind of click through and read that blog post, but also get the value that they're looking for. And I have a bunch of other links in there as well, from an affiliate discount code to a place where you can go leave me a testimonial if you like my content as a blogger. So if it's been a while since you checked out your Instagram bio, make sure that the link that is there is really serving you and that it's on a platform that you control, and also make sure that you are enticing people to click on it with some kind of call to action in your Instagram bio. Okay, so just to recap what we talked about, we have talked about keyword research and why that's important, and I hope I gave you some quick starting points for how to find keywords. And remember, if you're still confused, I do have my free SEO tip sheet that you can download from the link in the description box. Then we also talked about building your backlinks, so appearing on more people's blogs and websites, or even getting a link back from a major publication, which can be super helpful to confirm and boost your authority with Google. We also talked about Pinterest and all of the many ways that you can use that to drive traffic back to your blog. And we discussed free online courses you can take, Facebook groups that you can join that will add value, as well as how to optimize the link in your Instagram bio to drive more blog traffic. All right, you guys, I hope you found these tips helpful. Be sure to give me a thumbs up down below if you did, and comment what other blogging or content creation tips videos you might like to see from me in 2021. I'm currently planning out content and would love to take some suggestions into account when I set up my video schedule. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every Sunday, and turn on the notification bell if you'd like to get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you again for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!